Hey Taurus, this is Taurina. I'm here to do your first half of December reading for 2020. And for any of you that didn't see my last reading that I did, here I am. I had surgery on my right thumb, and so I haven't been able to shuffle the cards or handle them very well at all since my surgery, so that's why I haven't been posting very much. Had to take a break. During that break, I did get a chance to watch some other readers, and I've been doing a reading for myself because I can, of course, pull my own cards for my own energy. So, very interesting that, a lot of transformation going on for Taurians right now. I am the living embodiment of transformation right now. I recently retired. I've been working for 50 years. I recently retired. I left my home that my community that I'd been in for the last 10 years and moved to a brand new community in a brand new home. I'm lucky enough to have family up here, so I'm not completely alone, but I'm basically starting all over. And it's been a huge transformation. Had to take care of my thumb and has left me one-handed. I am right-handed, of course, so having a hard time trying to figure out how to make things go. Been listening a lot to my intuition and throughout my transformation, and I've learned a lot about me going forward and know that I'm on the right path, and so I know that you guys are too. One of the things that has really helped me recently is decoding my dreams. I've been having a lot of dream activity and I will say that the divine has a sense of humor, and I get it. I mean, we get each other. I get the most amazing answers to any question that I ask in a very humorous fashion. It takes me a while to decode it sometimes, but it is amazing. And it's been my intuition has been telling me to look for synchronicities, look at, numbers that, repeating numbers that come up, or, look for signs, look for whatever. And so I wanted to share this morning. I had to go on a quick jaunt, and I'm in a new community, so I was on a road that I don't usually drive, or let me put it this way, have not driven on before. And I'm living up in the Sierras, and so this is just a small little neighborhood, and there's nobody else around, and there's these two giant ravens in the road right in front of my car. And so I slow down, and then they kind of fly up to a branch overhead, and I look at them while I drive by, and they're looking right at me and telling me something. They're talking to me, okay? Those of you that know the Norse mythology about Hunin and Munin, the all-knowing mythological god Odin had two ravens that sat on his shoulders and gave him all the information he needed. Hunin was all about mental clarity and seeing things the right way, being logical, thinking a lot. And Munin sat on his other shoulder and whispered in his ear memories, reminded him of memories, but also about passion and creativity and will and desire and all that. So on one hand we had the fire, right? The fire talking into Odin's head, and the other we had the air signs talking into him. And I took that as a sign this morning for me. I mean, I've been told to look for signs, and I immediately thought of Hunin and Munin, and sure enough, it's like, let's find this balance between our logical brain and our creative, passionate brain, okay? We all are looking for balance, and all of us are going through this huge transformation right now, and so I think that we do need balance in our lives, and that's the hardest part for us right now. And the other sign that came this morning is I was listening to some music, and two songs came up back to back. The first one was Beyonce, and it was that song Listen. It's from that movie about the Supremes. And I love that song. I've always loved that song, but I never really listened to the words all that much until this morning, and it just hit me like, oh my gosh, this is totally going on. You know, nobody's listening. Everybody's talking and nobody's listening. And if you look back in some of our readings, a lot of the Taurus readings, that Five of Wands comes up all the time. It is all the time. And that's a card about miscommunication or no communication, lack of communication. Nobody's listening, you know? And some of the lyrics in the song were, I'm not at home in my own home, and you should have listened. And, you know, it just hit me that there is a lot going on in our world right now. We are trying to get balanced. Maybe somebody wasn't listening to you. Maybe you weren't listening to somebody else. As a collective, maybe we all need to listen more so that we can use our Hunan and Munin sides, right? So that was the one song. And then the other song that came on right after that was Black Eyed Peas. It was Let's Get the Party Started Right Now, or whatever the name of that song is. But it's all about let's get it started right now. You know that song. Anyways, it's really up, it's really positive, it's really upbeat, and it's all about let's get it started. In other words, let's take action, and it's time. So I'm going to take action right now and start this reading. I'm going to do a reading for me because I'm pulling the cards for me, which means it'll be a general reading for all of you guys, for all you Taurus. These are the energy oracle cards that came out this morning. Strategy. If you don't have a plan yet, now is the time. There is no more putting this off. Let's get it started. Okay? Because you need to take lots of little steps to get to that long-term goal that you have. Figure it out. Set some time aside for yourself. Go to your happy place. Spend some time alone. Decode your dreams. Ask your spirit gang, you know, pray about it. Whatever helps you. Figure this out so you can get it started now. 2 and 1 is 3. 3 is about union, coming together, getting acknowledged, getting the attention that you need, getting recognition for who you are, whatever it is. So let's get it started. 2 and 8, victory card. 2 and 8 is 10. This is a cycle completed. And remember, we are going through lots of transformations right now. Victory. You have achieved success with something. Whatever you set your mind to, you have really done a great job, and you are now celebrating a victory, okay? So see, you can do it. Get your new goals going. 24, adjacent possibilities. 2 and 4 is 6. 6 is about peace, harmony, balance. Remember I talked about balance with Hunan and Munin? Time to get balanced. This is also adjacent possibilities. Talks about, you know, there's more than one way to skin a cat. All right, you decide on what your big goal is, and then you have to take all these little steps to get to that, right? And you've already accomplished one of those steps on your way, okay? And you know, us Taurus, I can say this because I'm a Taurus, okay? We are stubborn. You know, we think we know the best way. We think we know the right way to do something. We think our way is the right way. But guess what? And I've learned this the hard way. There are other ways to do this, okay? There are other opportunities that come along, and if we are not open to it, if we don't listen, we're going to miss something here. So try not to be closed off. Try to listen. Don't make me sing that song because nobody can compete with Beyonce. But really, go listen to that song, by the way, if you haven't heard it. You know, things are going to come along your way, along your path, that are going to look foreign to you. Don't shy away. Open that funny door up here. Look at that door way up there. Yeah, it might be kind of hard to get up there, but you know what? It's another way to do something. It might be a shortcut too. You never know. And last but not least, in your energy oracle cards, you got the Magician and the Mirror. This is 53. 5 and 3 is 8. 8 is progression. You're on your way. And the Magician is talking about how you have all the tools. You know how to do things, okay? You have everything, all the resources you need to make whatever you want happen. So figure out what it is you want to happen. You've already proven that you know how to do it. Listen. And magician. Remember with the magician, you have the tools and the resources, but nothing happens until you take action. Okay? The universe has your back. The universe will help you in any way possible. And it gives you the tools and the resources you need. But you have to do the work. You have to take the action. So let's get this party started right now. Okay. I have pre-shuffled these cards, but I'm just going to do a real, really slow pulling here. We're just going to do a one card past, present, future, because that's all I can do. I'm not very good at this shuffling thing. So if one doesn't come out real quick here, we're just going to pull a card. Okay, here we go. So, in your past, the Fool. Present, the Empress. Future, Justice. Lovely cards, lovely cards. Okay, I'm going to move these over a little bit. You've seen them. I just need to make a little bit of room. For the bottom of the deck is the energies surrounding you right now. Well, looks like a very painful ending there. 10 of Swords. Oh, yeah. Oh, you're reliving the past. Oh, dear. Okay. All right. Well, real quickly, let's talk about this. This is the energy surrounding you right now. 10 of Swords. This is that painful ending. It's a 10. This is a minor arcana card. Okay, it's temporary. The 10, when you get the 10, it means you are done. This thing is dead. This bad boy is dead. Either, you felt like you were let down. You were stabbed in the back by maybe not one person, but maybe more than one person. A community. Maybe it was a neighborhood. Maybe it was a whole family. Maybe it was a whole workplace. However it resonates with you. Somebody walked away from you. Somebody ghosted you. Somebody left. They were not fulfilled. This has to do with love and passion, creativity. Somebody just, checked out. They needed to go and find their other 2 cups to make the 10 cups. They weren't getting it. They walked away, stabbed you in the back in the thing. And this was somebody you thought was your soulmate. That's why this was so painful, okay? You felt like you were stabbed in the back and ghosted by your soulmate. The good news is that you completed a cycle. So you have 2 completions of a cycle here. You have the 10 of Swords, which is dead, done, gone, not coming back. Okay? But look at all that sunshine coming up in the back. It is. This situation is dead. But it brings a new beginning. The sun comes up tomorrow. You have another chance to, start a new day. And whatever this was destined to happen. This is the World card. This is 21. This is the highest card you can go in the tarot deck. This is a completion. A lot of people go through their whole life and never see the World card, okay? This is a major, major transformation. You have 2 transformation cards right here. We talked about transformation. You did it, though. It was painful. I feel the pain. Believe me, this is my reading. I got it. But you did it. It was something that was fated. It was in the cards. It was bound to happen. It was destined, okay? But you came out of it, and you are celebrating now. You have transformed. That cycle is behind you. You had to learn some very big karmic lessons. All right, there we go. That's in the energy surrounding you. Now, in the near past, recent past, the Fool. And, if I hadn't looked behind those cards, I would have said, well, you never see the Fool without the World. Well, we saw the World right there, okay? The Fool is all about taking a leap of faith. It's starting anew. It's like, clearing out the baggage, getting rid of the baggage, learning some lessons, connecting with the divine, figuring things out for yourself, feeling free, feeling the trust and the faith that you have in the divine to allow you to take these first few steps with lots of trust, because you don't even need to look at where you're going. You can close your eyes and take a step off that cliff, because that cliff's going to keep growing for you. The divine has your back. The sun is shining down on you. You've let go of all that old baggage. Look at, you're only carrying around that little knapsack there. And you know what that knapsack is? It's those karmic lessons that you learned. It's the karmic lessons that you learned on that last painful cycle here. You learned a lot, and you learned them the hard way. These are lessons you will not forget. The universe says, yeah, you did really good. You're ready to go. Look at, you got your little buddy here, the dog. Dog is always sort of a sign of your intuition. You know, you listen to your intuition. Okay, you take your intuition with you and your lessons that you've learned. You know, close your eyes and start walking and saying, okay, I'm ready. Take me where I need to go. This is a major arcana card. This is destined to happen. The universe has got your back, giving you the little nudge that you need to go on your way. This will be very good. The sun is shining down on all parts of you. This is a wonderful, wonderful card. I'm so excited. The Empress is you. This is you sitting right in the middle of your reading, and I love that. I love that because, you know, in this painful process of what we had to go through here to figure out and learn our lessons, we came to the conclusion that, oh yeah, wait a minute, I count. I deserve to be loved. I am the Empress. I'm worth it. I know my worth now. I'm very abundant. Okay, this card, this is the Empress. She is the mother of the tarot deck. She is the mother of all the queens. She's the embodiment of all the queen's attributes. And she's the Empress now, okay? She doesn't have to, go out and, run around and make things happen. No, things come to her. She's figured out who she is. She knows her self-worth. She is the embodiment of the 3D of Mother Nature. Yeah, let's just call it like it is. Mother Nature. She's very nurturing, very abundant, very generous. She's got it all going on, okay? She's connected with it, her higher power. Look at, she's got all the astrological signs in her crown right there. Very abundant, very self-nurturing. This is a lovely card. This is you stepping into your power, knowing your generosity and your abundance and sharing it with others, of being intuitive and having clear thinking patterns. You have, like I said, all the Queen's attributes. You've got it all. You are the mother of the tarot deck here. And justice coming in your near future. Lovely, lovely. Another female. Look at female, female, female. A lot of girl power I see here. That's Beyonce. She's all about girl power, right? Justice. Justice is coming. Now, whether this could be something like if you have any legal situations going on, anything with the court system, something like that, the rulings will come down in your favor. But I tend to think that this is more about a karmic justice. You've learned some huge karmic lessons here. Huge, okay? And I think that what's happening here is that you are going to reap the rewards of the karmic lessons that you've learned. I also think that you felt here that there was some unnecessary pain that happened here. It didn't need to happen. Whoever this was that stabbed you in the back and then ghosted you, left you without even, giving you a reason, not even saying goodbye. I mean, that was very painful. And it was totally unnecessary. They are reaping their own karmic lessons, okay? So there's a lot of justice. The universe is balancing out the scales right now. And we talked about balance, remember? Hunan and Munin, sitting on Odin's shoulders. You know, let's get this balanced out. We need to be balanced in order to go forward in our long-term strategy plans. We need to have that balance in our life to have victory. We need the balance in our life to know what is right and what is wrong. And we are going to be reaping the benefits here. And like I said, there's still a lot of yin right here. A lot of yin. Okay, we've got a lot of female power. Very deep, very strong, you know. What do they say? Deep waters run, or strong feelings run deep, or what, you know what I'm saying. Anyways, let's do a little bit of clarification. I can actually, you know, handle these little tiny cards. So let's just see. I would like a couple clarifiers for the Fool right there. That's way too many. Fool, please, for Taurus for the first half of December. Pass. Okay, we're just going to take the cards. They're taking too long. Yeah, it looks like we had the Five of Swords there. A lot of ego involved. Oh, then we go to the Seven of Swords, and I'm going to take one more. I'm being called. Okay. So with your past, okay, you learned some karmic lessons. We know the energy that you're still thinking about it, no doubt. It's in your energy field. Either you're thinking about it, they're thinking about it. It is, yes, the situation, the physical situation is dead and gone, but it's still, there's something still lingering, okay? You're got the A-okay to start on your new path, but whatever this was, it was hurtful. There's a lot of swords here. Okay, the Five of Swords is somebody's ego got in the way. Somebody had a really big ego, and you see two soulmates down here. This is one of their soulmates' ego. Got a little too big for his britches, had to win at all costs. Maybe was a little impulsive. You know, a lot of emotions there, a lot of emotions. But head over heart decision, very impulsive, didn't put a lot of thought into the emotional aspect of this, just was thinking logically and, you know, just like the ego stepped in and said, hey, we got to put a stop to this, something isn't right, and I'm going to win at all costs. Seven of Swords, a little trickery, a little thievery here. Again, swords, lots of swords. Taken maybe something that wasn't yours, trying to be a thief in the night and getting away with it. I'm not saying that's you. I'm really feeling that this was the other person in this situation that we're dealing with that left you feeling like you had the swords all stuck in your back, okay? And then here we got the, there was some stagnation here in this relationship, whatever it was. Somebody, you know, wasn't giving as much as the other. Maybe it's got a little boring. There was stagnation here. Somebody was offering and somebody was saying no. That's basically what it boils down to. Let's try for the Empress and see what comes out. 3 cards, please, for the Empress. You know, the Empress is the number 3 card. 3 is all about creation, right? Creation, and it's also about union, too. So the Empress is creation itself. That's exactly what she is. So let's just, we're going to pull 3 cards here. Okay. This is hard. I'm doing everything with my left hand, you guys, so sorry it's taking some time. 10 of Wands, yeah, burdens, okay. 8 of Pentacles and the King of Swords. Okay, we've got another 10 here. 10, again, is completion. You had the completion here. You got the 10 of Swords, you got the 10 of Wands, and then we had that World card back there, which is like the major completion of the whole deck, actually. Okay. Right here with the 10 of Wands, this is like carrying around a lot of burdens, maybe a lot of guilt. You may be feeling that I'm going to read these 3 cards together, is that there was somebody in your midst, there is somebody in your midst that is carrying around a lot of burdens. They may, this King of Swords down here, this King of Swords is right here. This is King of Swords, okay? There was somebody in your past who was very head over heart. He does have a heart, but you just don't see it very often. He rarely expresses his feelings. He's this is a very sort of standoffish, remote sort of person. Never really lets you know how they're feeling. You know how some people can do that? They just have that look on their face and you really can't tell what they're feeling. That's this guy. He's like if you have a problem, like a math problem or a science problem, you go to this guy. His brain is like a computer, man. He can spit it out. He is very, very clear in his thinking. He loves that truth and honesty and everything, but he doesn't know how to express his emotions very well. And it's easier for him just to cut things out than to have to express emotions. And I see him here. He is in your present right now. His energy is in your present, and that's why I think this is showing up. This is the sort of truth. This guy wants to come in and he wants to put the burdens down because he knows now how much pain he caused you, because he sees you now as the Empress. You are his Empress. He understands that now. He didn't understand that over here. He was having some trouble. He was trying to figure it out. He didn't know what to do. He was a little confused. He saw the love and didn't want it, or he just couldn't see it coming in at all. But he feels guilty. He wants to put these burdens down. He wants to work hard at something. And I think he wants to work hard, maybe, or maybe this is saying that it's just very hard for him. He's going to have to really work hard to come in towards you to put these burdens down. Okay, I think this guy, can you see this? I think this guy wants to come in and work at something with you. He wants to put these burdens down. Maybe it's just to clear the air. But it certainly is in your energy field right now. No doubt about it. Okay, now these wanted to turn over, and it's an awful lot of cards. We're going to take them because they wanted to turn over. So bear with me, it's a lot. We've got the Moon. We got the Knight of Cups in reverse. We got the Ace of Cups, Queen of Wands, Tower. Don't know. I'm trying to figure out if you can see these cards. Two of Swords, and the Hangman. Okay, that's a mouthful. Justice. We talked about justice in the near future. Justice is coming in, and I can see it now. It is totally karmic justice coming in. For one or both of you. Let's see what's on the bottom of the deck here. Ooh, Two of Wands. Okay, we'll put that over here. I'll put it up here. Okay, the Moon. It talks about fear of the unknown, but it also talks about hidden information that you did not know. There is stuff that you did not know, and that leads to fear, right? Obviously, it leads to fear when you don't know something. You have a path to take here, and you need to get going on it. Remember, we talked about the strategy up here. You need to get on this path now, okay? Because it's coming, and it's due. And you don't want to miss this, okay? But it's coming due. And you maybe your fears are holding you back a little bit. The King of Cups. The King of Cups upright is that, that guy on the shiny armor on the white stallion, is that pure, true love and all that. In the upright position, yes. But however, you've got it upside down here. I mean, reversed. I'm sorry, I should have said reversed. Reverse King of Cups, he may be doing this for himself. Maybe he's coming in to make himself feel better, right? Maybe he's not doing it for you. Maybe he's doing it for himself. He wants to feel a little bit better. There could be some, I don't know, I'm just going to call it selfish, okay? I'm just going to say selfish. That's what I'm feeling. The Ace of Cups here. Did we talk about the Ace of Cups? I guess that was in the last reading. Yeah, I guess that was in the last reading. Ace of Cups comes in. This is from the Divine. The Divine is saying, as long as you love yourself first, you can have all the love you want for the rest of your life. It is a never-ending flow of love here. You see that? How it's like a fountain. It goes down into this lake and then it comes right back up and refills this cup. You will get this forever as long as you remember to love the divine and love yourself, number one. When you do that, when you learn to love yourself, then you radiate love out and it's a magnet and you will attract all kinds of love to you. And how interesting that I say that, because it's right next to the Queen of Wands, who is the major attractor of love and passion, in the deck. Now this Queen of Wands is here to tell you to step into your power. Up here we talked about the Magician and the mirror. It was all about taking action. Let's get this party started. Remember? The Magician got the tools. Okay? The universe gave you the tools, all the love you need. You've got everything you need to take some action now. This Queen of Wands takes the action. She takes that love that she has for herself, and she's very attractive now. She's very magnetic. This is the one that, when you're in a party and this woman walks in the room, everybody is like a magnet to her, right? Okay, she just got that creative force, that drive, that beauty, that gorgeousness, that energy that people want to be around. It's because she learned to love herself. Right here, that's you, the Empress. You've got that. You're doing that right now, and you're doing it really well. That's why the universe said, hey, it's party time. I'm going to give you all the love you need. You're going to start attracting like crazy. Now, I'm going to jump down here and talk about this tower. There will be a tower moment. And remember, tower moment doesn't mean bad all the time, okay? Now, I see this and I feel this tower in two different ways, okay? I see somebody coming in, wanting to talk to you, wanting to put down the burdens, maybe work on something with you. I'm not so sure this person's coming in with the right intentions. I think that they are having a dark night of the soul and they're feeling really, really crappy about the way they treated you. And they want to come in and put down this guilt that they're carrying around. They may not be doing this for you, for your benefit. They may be doing it for their benefit. Okay? And so when this happens, a tower is going to happen. There will be a tower moment. Remember I said justice is going to be happening for balancing out both parties. Okay? You are getting your lovely Ace of Cups. You're turning into this Queen of Wands. You've already become the Empress. You are getting your justice, okay, for what happened, for the work that you had to put in to get to the lessons that you've learned. Now, this other person didn't end things quite the right way. Could have done it a lot better. Not saying it's a bad person, just saying they didn't know how to handle it and they didn't handle it correctly. It just didn't happen the right way. But now they're trying to fix it because they just can't stand it anymore. So either they're coming in to really, work with you and say, yeah, I'm really sorry. I didn't handle this right. Let's try and work on this together. Or they're coming in and they're offering you one lousy cup saying, I really think we need to, work on this, blah, blah, blah. When really all they're trying to do is, make their guilt go away. Because of this, you have a decision to make, okay? When this person comes back, you have a decision to make. Right now, and the universe is going to put you in Hangman. This is pause. The universe is just saying, you know what? Don't make any rash decisions. Okay? You need to look at the lessons that you've learned. Look at where you're at right now. And then you've got this planning card right up here, the Two of Wands. This is about you at being at a crossroads, having to make a decision. Here, this Two of Swords is having to make a decision. In this situation, you don't feel like you had all the information to make the decision. This is an emotional decision, but you're going to be making it head over heart because you didn't feel like you had all the information that you needed. Even though this person is coming in with this he's holding the Ace of Sword right here. This is the Sword of Truth. He wants to come in and give you the truth, obviously, so that he can put down make himself feel better. But you have to decide. It's up to you. Everything is in your hands. The universe is saying, take a step back, take a pause here, because you're at these crossroads. You have the world in your hands. You can go anywhere you want. You have learned your lessons. You have all the tools and resources at your leisure to make anything happen. Whatever you want, you are going to get it. You know how to do that now. You've opened yourself up so that you're not closed off to any other possibilities. And when you have the Two of Wands right here, you're just starting on a new journey. You're making plans. You're taking everything you've learned and trying to figure out where you're going to go. Strategy right there, where you're going to go. There's how you're going to do it. This is going to help you make sure that you do get it. And remember, communication is key, okay? Remember to listen. This person wants to come in. If they want to come in and talk to you and give you some information, then you need to listen, okay? It is so important. Probably listening was the whole problem that we had here. Lack of communication, total lack of communication. So you want to put this bad boy to bed. It's all about you. It's coming due. It looks like you are going to, the scales of justice are going to be balanced out karmically for both parties. I see you as the Empress. You have all the power. You can do whatever you want. You make the decision what you want, and then you make it happen. Taurus, this is a great reading. I know I did this reading for me, even though I said you, because I'm so used to, doing readings for all of you. Take what resonated with you. Some of you may have been going through the same situation that I was, and just know that this is going to be resolved. You're transforming right now, major transformations, and it's wonderful. You get to make the decision here. This Tower, this is just a shakeup. This is a shakeup for you in a good way, and it's a shakeup maybe not so good for the other person. There will be karmic justice served. So take this as it resonated for you. This is, again, a reading for Taurus, and if you could push the like and subscribe button for me, I appreciate it. I enjoy doing these readings for you, and I really look forward to doing more of them. As my thumb gets better, maybe I can go back to that old way of doing the reading, but I think this is actually working out pretty good too. So thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate your time. I appreciate you joining me, and I hope that something of this resonated with you. And remember, Hunan and Munin. Remember, we have to keep balance in our life. And if we can keep that balance, oh my gosh, the whole world opens up to you right here. So thanks again. Lots of love and light to you, and take care.